tuned. The show is about to begin.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show on Fireside, also streaming to my YouTube channel. And yeah, this is my first show in 3 weeks. The last couple of Mondays have been a little bit difficult for me. Life has been catching up to me, so that's why I have not been doing these shows the last few weeks, and so um, that's so. But I'm back. I'm back now, and I'm ready to do a show on here. So let's dive right in. Many of you know that my show is about autism in some ways. I don't make it all about autism, but I know that's what people that consistently listen to my show come here for. So, on that autism topic, um, some of you may have seen it, some of you may have not, but um, NBA player Tony Snell recently came forward about his autism diagnosis. This after his son got diagnosed. He felt like he needed to uh, go get checked on. And I am very happy for him. I'm happy for professional sports. And I'll be even happier if uh, Tony can uh, get back into the NBA next season and be the first known player with autism, the first known active player with autism to play in a professional sports game. And this can sort of be likened to many years ago, and people who really support Pride Month will appreciate that. Um, when several years ago, when Jason Collins became the first openly gay player to play in the NBA. And for the record, I'm not afraid to say it, I'm an ally for the LGBTs. So I support them. And yeah, so, but yeah, so much like Jason helped break the ice for professional sports for the LGBT community, I hope that Tony Snell can help break the ice for the autism community, and not just for the NBA, but for other professional sports as well, and help pave the way in ways that I cannot. Uh, I'm what most professional sports would say is an ancient age for an athlete at this point, and I'm just an average height person, so I'm nowhere near tall enough, and I did not practice basketball anywhere near as much as Nate Robinson did. So um, I'm off the table in terms of making things happen for professional sports. Um, for the four major pro sports, that is um, actually really five: Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, and Major League Soccer. Yes, I do count Major League Soccer as the fifth major professional sports league. I know they don't get as much media coverage, but they deserve it. But enough about that. Um, so that is what I wanted to talk about as it relates to the autism in pop culture that was very significant recently. So let's sort of review what has been going on with me over the last few weeks since my last show. And please bear with me because I may not remember every little thing that I did. I will say that I went to a number of different networking events, and I went to two uh, grand reopening celebrations throughout the month. I went to um, one on the exact day of the 5 year anniversary of when a local hatchet house opened. And just a few days ago, I went to a grand reopening of a Minuteman press that has been in operation for 5 years, but was opening in a new location. So um, those were some fun activities. Uh, but also, yeah, yeah, it's been pretty active. I went to a, a street fair um, on the Sunday after my last show. Um, I uh, have not done. Um, I didn't do too much over the last 2 weekends. Um, obviously, I I did celebrate, or I shouldn't say obviously, but I did celebrate Father's Day weekend, and with my father, and I was also off on Juneteenth last week, and a happy belated Juneteenth. Also, a happy belated summer 2023. Um, I didn't realize that a few weeks ago was going to be my last show of the spring, but again, life just got to me. And yeah, that brings up another point too, is that there were a few events that I did not go to. One of the networking groups that's 45 minutes away from me, I didn't go there um, because the weather was not so great that day. And it was, and I needed some uh, rest time for myself with everything I was doing that week. Um, oh, yeah. And the first few days after my last show, um, we, I'm in New Jersey, and we were dealing with uh, some of the immediate aftermath of the no, not California, excuse me, Canada wildfires. I'm not perfect. I misspoke. Just a misspeaking. I'm not reading from a script. So, uh, but yes, we dealt with that stuff. Um, I also recently had put out a message that I wrote on paper, a goal, crazy goal that I wrote on paper, and conversations are starting to happen a little bit. Still very preliminary as to when I might be able to bring more of Clubhouse to real life in my state of New Jersey and start laying the grounds for bigger and better things for myself and for the people who support um, what I'm doing. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, just bear with me. I'm I'm just thinking about some of the other things and other activities that I did because there were some. Um, yeah, there were a a few activities with one of the local chambers at a town that borders ours, um, including a miniature golf outing last uh, Tuesday, and uh, I didn't. There were some things I turned down last Wednesday because I had a little bit of a crazy work week last week, and I got out of work late on Wednesday and just couldn't muster up the energy. I knew that I was also going to something last Thursday, that Minuteman Press event, and actually the last few days were a little bit challenging because my car was being repaired, so I didn't have my car for a few days, and I couldn't exactly think straight uh, either of those days, and so I missed out on a personal gathering that I wanted to go to um, this past Saturday, and had a minor situation at home that I didn't handle the best um, yesterday, but we're all good, and you know, I live and grow, so um, no hard feelings about it. Um, although, as always, I'd like to see some improvement from my parents, but I love them anyway, just like I love everybody else. So, um, yeah, so that's what's been going on is um, and a little bit of overload, and as it relates to my own autism, sensory overload can be affecting me sometimes. Case in point with uh, saying no to a few things and letting weather dictate a little bit, and also giving myself a little bit of a mental break, and also the situation with my car, which thankfully is now fixed. So um, that is the gist of what is going on, and I want to thank everybody who either listened to this live on YouTube, because nobody's listening live on Fireside, as well as those who listen to this on replay, whether it's the entire thing, a minute, a few seconds. I appreciate you all and appreciate all the love and support. And until the next time, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace.